think I'm recording. Yes. Okay. So thank you, ladies, for coming on. I'm Jackie, Jean, if you don't know that already. I just, Donna and I are actually taking Jennifer Kennedy. She just promoted up to senior executive director, and she's just been going crazy with beauty control in the last couple years especially, and one of her big contributions to her success is social media, and she's done a lot of just trainings and researching and reading and all of that. I am getting some background noise, so maybe I'll just mute you. Where are you? Sorry. It's been a while since I've done this, so. There. Okay. Can everybody still hear me okay? Yeah. Okay. No, I'm feeling really alone. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know where that background noise is coming from, but anyways, so yeah, like I was saying, she's done lots of classes and lots of research and lots of just major learning because she's a single mom of 3 and extremely busy. And so we're just learning from her, and it's so well worth the money. In the beginning, I didn't know if I wanted to put out money for that, and I would do it again, her next class of whatever it's going to be, whenever, because it's that good. It's really good. So if you have anybody, on your team or that is thinking of, that wants to sit at home in their pajamas and sell product, of course, that's not only the way you're going to do it, but it's amazing. She's a very good teacher, I guess, if you want to say it that way, and she's done her homework, and it's paid off for her. So I think her next one, like I said, is the end of January. I think she's going to post it. I think she has posted it already, and it's $150 for a 4 to 5 week class. It depends on how long they are, but well worth it. So these slides that I'm going to go through are hers. But I'll just go through, not very quickly, but I can't remember everything she said. And Donna, if there's something that you want to add in, just unmute yourself, because like I said, I can't remember everything she said, but I'll try to make this, shorter, but still, full of information for you guys. So as we know, everybody's on Facebook here. Facebook is huge for selling, for just, getting yourself out there, whether you're in direct sales or not. Facebook is the place to be. As you can see here, 1.65 billion users, 936 million daily users, over 700 million groups, and 42 minutes per person spent on Facebook daily. I know I'm on there a lot. I try to stay in my groups, but that darn news feed always gets me, You can get sucked into that, but I really try not to. I try to do my business in my groups where I'm at, but it gets me sometimes. So 42% of the marketers say Facebook is crucial for their business, and it can be your number one way of selling. Once you get the hang of it, once you build up your, say, client group into a really good, effective group, 4.75 billion pieces of content are shared daily. So, if you are on Facebook and get to know what you're doing and how to do it, you could have your whatever on your timeline, or just whatever. It can be shared with a ton of other people because of people looking at it, liking it, loving it, commenting on it, then other people get to see, their friends get to see that, right? I'm just going to read a little bit off of here. Facebook is among the biggest of all social media, and we can use it to our benefit, but we need to know how to use it properly to get the best exposure. So if you don't have anybody looking at your stuff, then you don't get a lot of engagement or a lot of activity or anything like that. And so you're not going to get, if you're selling, you're not going to get a lot of selling. And I'm talking about selling mostly in your client groups. I'll talk about that in one of the next slides. So Facebook has, if you've heard of algorithms, Facebook has algorithms that they decide actually what is on your Facebook page, like, or on your timeline, or what you're showing. They decide if they want everybody to see that or not. So this is just an example, and I haven't put out the monthly sales brochure pictures yet, so this is just an example of that. You know how we all post the same pictures of that monthly sales brochure, like maybe on our timeline or in our groups, and they're all the same. And Facebook could actually put one of us in Facebook jail for doing that, because we're just copying and sharing and reposting and whatever. It's all the same. And in other words, they don't really like that. So, and honestly, we're not even supposed to be selling on Facebook. So we really have to be careful about how we do it. But in a group is way more manageable to do that. And it's on your timeline where you're going to help to draw the people in to, whether it's for some sales or to get them into your client group. So those algorithms are really what we have to look at and get past and create our activity and engagement and just interest from other people. Okay, gotta change my sheet. Of course, the less engagement and activity that you get, the less you're going to sell, if that's what you do. Sorry, let me just put that up there. Okay, so of course, 76% of Facebook users are women. We like and love and comment and share lots more than men. We can be open 24 hours a day because Facebook is. So you can make money while you're sleeping, while you're counting sheep, while you're watching a movie. It can be unbelievable. You're online anyway, so why wouldn't you, if you're going to be sharing some beauty control, have a group, make that client group, but start to know how to run it properly. I mean, I've done all kinds of things that I look back on and think, oh God, I shouldn't have done that. And anyway, I'm just kind of not starting over, but I'm just kind of buffering and smoothing out things that I shouldn't have done in the past. So we've all done it, or a lot of us have all done it, and so let's all learn properly together. So it allows you to always be building your business as well, because you're always, if you are sharing and selling, you're always going to be getting those newer clients, and anybody you sell to, you want to right away ask them, or not ask them, just, mention to them that, I have a Facebook VIP client group, or whatever you want to call it. And that's where, we give lots of tips. We give really good specials. We give product information. We even do some draws sometimes. So would you like to be a part of that? Because that's where it's at, is my VIP client group. That's where it's at. Okay. Oops. Okay, so in other words, say if you're on your timeline, you don't really want to sell a lot on there. I'm just going to switch to the next one. You want to engage people. You want to, how Jen says, stop the scroll. You want to put interesting stuff on there. You want to put not too much selly type stuff on there, but you can put a little. What you're trying to do is actually sell yourself first. You want to build relationships on Facebook, and that's where you're going to start getting your activity and filling up your client group if you start having people buying from you and stuff. So like it says here, social media is relationship marketing. It's all, even if it's not social media, it doesn't matter. Our business is relationships, no matter whether you're, at a vendor table, if you're at a spa, wherever you are. It's all about building up relationships with people. And you can do the exact same thing on social media, especially Facebook. So do not do anything on social media that you would not do face to face. So you wouldn't, you don't want to be negative. You don't want to be, just a crabby Cathy, whatever. You don't want to do that kind of stuff that's going to turn people off, because that's not what you want. Think about how your posts appear. Remember to lead with the relationship first. So me, myself, I just like to try to put funny things out there. Whether it's, I just posted one tonight, I thought it was kind of funny and cute. But, you whatever your personality is, that's how you want to portray yourself, but do it with, some, with, I don't know the word I'm trying to think of, but anyway, you want to sell yourself, sell your personality, and just be yourself, though. You don't want to be somebody who's trying to be somebody else on there. You want to be you. Build that relationship in your VIP group, and build a group organically and authentically. So that's what I mean. Just be yourself. Don't try to be anybody else. I just saw that there's a message here. Sorry. Oh, where did she post next class? I think, is it in the Kaliba group? I'm not even sure. Sorry. I'd have to check that. Who's asked me? Oh, Marilyn. Okay. Yeah, I'd have to check. I'm not sure. I thought it was in the Kaliba group that we have, Marilyn. So you will have better results if the people in your group want to be there versus added. And that's one mistake that I did. And I added a bunch of people to my client group without even asking them. That was just in the beginning because I didn't know what I was doing. So in other words, the more people you have in your group, and the less they're commenting and liking and loving and whatever, the less activity that's going to be on that post, and nobody's going to see it as near as much because of those algorithms, right? So that's why, first of all, it's just proper etiquette to once you have somebody that's maybe interested in joining that group, if they're a client or a new client or whatever, you just want to ask them and, tell them just what I said before. I've got this really great group of women who are clients where you can, get the special deals, get the product tips and all of that stuff. So you ask them. Like tonight, I actually sold a ozone tool from somebody Facebook messaging me. And so then, I know, so then I said, well, you're not in my VIP client group. And I proceeded to tell her just what I just said. And she said, yeah, sure, add me. So that's what you want. And any of you girls that are actually in any of those groups of mine, at any time, if you could just, whatever I post, even if you just want to give it a like, or if you want to give a little shout out, I know Donna's good for doing that too. Do that, just because it does create more activity on that post, and that means it's going to be seen more. So that's what we want, right? So yeah, post whatever about you. Just an example. Well, this is an example. In our social media group with Jen last night, I posted that I was selling out of the bathtub because I had posted that picture of myself using the new color corrector, and I posted it in my client group and on my timeline, but not really trying to sell it. I just wanted to post the before and after picture that I took of myself, and then a graphic that Jen had done up with the color corrector. And anyways, like right now I had like 3 or 4 people wanting to buy it, and also in my client group. And so I'm laying in the bathtub. I was doing some graphics in the bathtub, and I just thought it was really cool. Oh, Jean, could I get you to mute?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Not that I don't want to talk to you. I just keep hearing something. So anyway, that's just one thing I noticed is when I use myself, because people would rather see you than somebody else. So when I use myself as a model, I stopped the scroll. I think people stopped to, have a look, and that got some engagement. That got a lot of comments, and it got a lot of likes and stuff. So use yourself if you can. I have another one that I did, and I know Donna did the same thing with the new hair. I can't remember what it's called, Protect and Shine serum. And I could really tell on Donna's because it's a little bit darker. Mine's lighter, so it doesn't, but it's still, I can still see a difference. So I'm going to post that one too. But when you use yourself, it's just way more beneficial, I think. And especially with your friends. And then when they, look at it, like it, whatever, then it just keeps carrying on like that. So yeah, you can, I love making money in my bathtub. Love making money in my PJs and while I'm sleeping. And this is another thing that I found really good that you can do is post when people are actually going to be kind of surfing Facebook. So like probably, I don't know, between 7:30, 8:30 in the morning, and probably after 5-ish sometimes, starting like that, because that's when I think more people are starting to look on Facebook because they're working for the rest of the day, or those poor people who have to work 9 to 5. But you could even schedule. Did you know you could schedule when you want to post to go out on Facebook? So that's another cool thing. That's where you would put in your comments. Underneath there, you can see a little kind of a calendar, and you can actually post or choose when you want to schedule your posting that you want. I think I've talked about all this. Pardon me. You want to slowly draw them in. And of course, if they're a client, if they're going to want to ask, you're going to want to ask them to be added to your group, not just add anyone. Yeah, I went over that. Excuse me. Okay, so am I done on here? Direct sales is very, very different than other types of business, and to our benefit, because one thing Jen shared is especially with beauty control, we have no limits. There are other companies out there, like, who did she say? Well, I know, Mary Kay, Rodan Fields, It Works. What are some other ones? They're very, very limited to what they can put on Facebook, if anything. They're very limited to what they can post, because normally it has to be a graphic from their company. So they're all looking the same. And that's the beauty of beauty control, because we can do whatever we want. We can make our own graphics. We can post anything, anywhere, anytime. We have no limits. They're so amazing for that. I mean, it just gives us so much more freedom to do something like that. And when you can make a graphic look, like your own, personalize your own graphic, that's what you want to do, because then, people are just going to start recognizing that, oh yeah, that looks like Jean's background, or, the different kinds of graphics or apps that you can use on your phone and even on your computer too. And it's just, you can make so many things. Like, I've created a monster with myself, because that's one thing I love to do, is creative type things. And I like making different things like that. So It's just, I could spend hours doing it. I love it. But time flies when you're doing that. So you can't do that all day long. So here's the 80-20 rule. Because you don't want to go crazy with posting, selling stuff, and different things like that. Again, it's about relationships. So 80% personal, inspirational, educational, make it interactive, and engaging. Because that's what you need to build that relationship, is to get people interested. And then 20% of it is the business and the selling. So like to create an interest in what you do. Make it interactive, make it creative and original, which I mean, doing your own graphics. Like you can see all of these slides were made, well, I think Danny did them, who's one of Jennifer Kennedy's EVIPs. But anyways, this little at gpk.buzz, GPK, I meant, that's her website. So anything you see with that on it, it's hers. So, if you have a website, your own website, you want to put your own on it. Jen had bought a domain. So this is what she made a new website from her beauty page website. And I did the same thing too, because mine was like this long and crazy to type in for somebody to do that. And I was just trying to be so creative and so, with my beauty page name, that wasn't even thinking that somebody had to actually type it in. So that's why I bought a domain, which means you can make it whatever you want. You can be a .net, .com, .buzz, .whatever. And mine was really reasonable. So anyway, like I said, never be a Debbie Downer, because that just gets you nowhere. Nobody wants to listen or see anything like that. You want to keep it light, keep it fun, keep it positive, and funny. Everybody loves humor. That's why I try to do the humor posts, the pictures and stuff like that. Although I will say that I did post something talking about Facebook. I didn't get put in Facebook jail, but before Christmas, Dawn is laughing because he knows what I'm talking about. Just in a nutshell, there was a really funny picture of Donald Trump before the election. I don't know if anybody saw it. It was his head on a bum, a really dimply bum. It was so funny, you guys. But some of the American people didn't think so. Anyways, at the same time, our body firming lotion was on a really wicked sale. So I thought, this is perfect. This picture of him with the dimply bum, and I put it, I did a sale thing for the, anyways, I got reported by an American director, obviously a Trump supporter. And yeah, that post was down the next day, and I had an email in my inbox the next day. So, when I started at the beginning of my post, I put, it's all in fun, and that's all that I meant of it. I wasn't trying to be cruel or anything. It was just, all us Canadians thought it was really funny. But anyway, not so much in the States. Anyway, so that's your 80-20 rule. So you want to keep it personal, you want to keep it engaging, you want to keep the interest and stop the scroll, first of all, to build those relationships. And then you can sell and do whatever you want to do. Product tips, sell, games, whatever with your clients. Just to do that. So a lot of people don't understand some of these things. So your profile is what, obviously I think you know what your profile is. That's you, that's your page, that's what you created for yourself. And, that's where your picture is. I don't know if you have a cover photo, but you put in there, all about you. And commercial purposes is against Facebook policy. So yeah, again, you shouldn't really try to sell, but that's, I mean, who doesn't? We just have to start being more careful because they are starting to watch even more. So your profile is your profile on your timeline. A page, now this is where quite a while ago, I actually deleted my page. So I have to make another one because I want to start fresh. A page is your overview of your business and anyone can see it. People have to choose to like it to get your notifications. And even then I don't know if they'll get all the notifications. So they should, but I know I've liked a whole bunch of pages, and again, with the algorithms, I don't get all the notifications. So a page is good if you want to be found on Facebook that way, because people can find you that way. But a group is, I guess, like it says here, for your elite crowd. So the group, this should just maybe say VIP, or your client group. This is for your elite crowd, your best buyers, and I go through once in a while and weed out, because there have been some people in my client group, they haven't bought anything for a long time. They don't comment, they don't do anything. So I actually go through and I weed out once in a while. Not so much lately, because, it's getting a little better all the time. But this is where you want to treat them special. You want to build that relationship. This is where you want places, let your personality shine. So let them know who you really are, whether you're like a funster, whether you're like, it's all about information. You have to make it fun. You really do. You have to make it fun. That's what it's all about. And because people love that, this is where everything's going to happen. I say this is where all the fun happens, is in your client group. This is where it's at, because they get the best of you. They get the best sales. They get product tips, and those, honestly, you have to go, research a little bit and do your own, and that way you learn as well. And this is where you build reorders, communication, and volume. Just, at the end of December, when we had the ozone tool for $99, which was crazy, I had, where's those pamphlets? Those pamphlets that Anne Mertlin had made up on Vistaprint. I waited till my ozone tools got here I waited for the pamphlets to get here before I handed out the ozone tools. Plus, I gave out $10 in, somebody had posted these on somewhere. There's so many posts, I can't remember where I see these things. But they were beauty bucks. So you want, for those people, I thought I'm just going to give them, $10 in beauty bucks to spend in January with the purchase of this ozone tool. Plus, I had so many of those Beauty Control black water bottles. I gave them each one of those. And the pamphlet, because I think the pamphlet is very good information, aside from what comes with that ozone tool. Anyway, and I always put chocolates in or something. I always put a little, what did Jen call them? I forget. A little happy. She puts a little happy. I put a little love in my bag. Whether it's a couple chocolates, whether it's a little tiny gift with purchase. I just like the little surprise in there for them sometimes. Anyways, that is in your client group. You want to start, establishing those relationships like that. So that's why I like to give them a little treat. And then your team group, a spot for your team to share and grow. Create community for your team regardless of geography, because again, we have people all over Canada on our teams, and again, this is why I love Zoom, because you guys are all over the place and we can still make this work, which is awesome. Separate groups between smart shoppers and workers. That can be helpful. So anytime if you have somebody sign up, ask them, although we don't know really what they want. I didn't want to do this in the beginning. I had no intention of selling. So lots of people might be in the same boat when they start beauty control. So you want to keep asking in your Smart Shopper group if, is anybody interested in, maybe dipping their toe in sharing some more, or, any other kind of selling, sharing, or spawing with beauty control, or building a business. Okay, maintaining your group is like entertaining in your home. So here's the do's and the don'ts. Again, don't add a whole bunch of people. This is not the right thing to do, because I've actually had people do that to me, whatever it is. I can't remember what it was. Just some direct sale type groups. And I thought, I don't want to be in this group. I didn't ask to be in this group, and I don't want to be here. And I don't know if it's, sometimes I just leave the group. I don't know if I should just click to not receive the notifications. I just think it's totally up to you. But in other words, just don't add a whole bunch of people to your group. That's not building a good relationship up front, for sure. You want to ask them. Don't ask all your spa sisters. So again, it's all about that activity. You can have whatever, 10 or 20 of your best spa sisters in your group, but if they never say anything, that's taking your activity level down. If they don't, we need people commenting and sharing and things like that in our groups. And if that doesn't happen, of course, that you don't get good results, you don't get that exposure. Don't just sell product, because that just gets boring after a while. If you want to make it fun, you want to make it you want them to actually stop and look and see what you've done this time. What is she posting? It's not just selling another, under eye cream or whatever. Don't beg them. I don't think I've done that. But you don't want to beg somebody to buy something. If they're not interested, they're not interested. On to the next one and let it go, because there's always more people out there who do want whatever you're trying to sell. And don't mass post. So probably the best thing would be maybe 2 to 3 posts a day, depending on what it is. I think myself, I only got 1 in today so far, but I wasn't home for a bit, and anyway, it just depends on my day. But you don't want to mass post, because especially all at once. So if you're posting maybe 2 to 3 times a day, you break it up. So morning, maybe right after lunch, or sometime, and then maybe again after dinner. So make it spread out, because if you post like 5 or 6 things all in a row, and somebody goes and checks their phone or whatever, their Facebook post, and they're going to think, why is Jackie she's crazy adding, posting 6 things right in a row. That's not going to interest them, right? So this is the do. So do create a relationship, then invite. Okay, we talked about that. Do make it fun. If, you can Google anything, because that's where I find so much of my stuff. As Jen says, Google that shit. Because you can Google anything, honestly. You can, and then if you Google something and then click on the images, you can go find any kind of picture that you might be looking for. I think that's actually where I found my picture that I posted tonight on my timeline. Anyway, doesn't matter, but you can Google absolutely anything, whatever you put in the search. You'll probably find something that you like. Do make it yours and original. Be authentic with who you really are and how you want to portray yourself, because you don't want to be somebody you're not. And you can still have, fun doing that, because it's just being authentic is, you're going to start connecting I guess, connecting hearts with people, right? Because we share from the heart, we sell from the heart, and we want people to know and feel that. So yeah, let your personality shine. I don't know Eugene, but I can tell by first impression that I think I know what you're like. And I know what everybody else is like on here. So I know, their posting matches their personality. And that's how you create your own special relationships, because that does create the engagement. Do offer specials only available by being in your group. And this is something I'm getting a lot better at, because I used to post all the time on my timeline. And I know it's hard not to, because you want to sell. But when and a good client group isn't going to happen overnight. It's, again, that relationship. It's that client group relationship that you're going to establish by doing it properly and getting the good benefits out of a good client group, because you want quality over quantity in that group with sales and with everything, engagement. Hold contests and giveaways. I've done that. Donna's done that. Crystal's done that too, right? Yeah. And that can be whatever you want. I mean, I was thinking about this, and I haven't done it yet, but I was thinking of anybody who's ordered in my client group in December, I was thinking of doing a draw for them. I mean, I can still do that anytime. Doesn't matter. They don't know that I'm thinking about it, so I can do that anytime and surprise them. Donna did a couple for something sparkly, which I'm sure got their attention, and posted her winners there. But it could be anything. Like, there's all kinds of different games you can play. There's different, it's just however you want to do it. You're going to be the boss of your group, and there's lots of ideas that are going around out there that you could use from anybody. Do post interesting articles and product knowledge. And product knowledge should be in your, your fruit fly. Does anybody still have fruit flies in their house? Why? This is January. Where are they coming from? Anyway, interesting articles and product knowledge. What was I going to say? Oh yeah. So product knowledge should also be in, if you're separating your smart shoppers and workers, you should have it in your product knowledge in both your smart shoppers and your client group, because your smart shoppers and your business girls are going to be in your smart shoppers group. But then if you have business girls, you're going to have a group specifically for them. And that is me, where I need work. I need work in my business girl group. So that's my focus for this year. Well, I have a lot of focuses, but that's one of my goals. Anyways, product knowledge, everybody loves product knowledge, and they will thank you for that, but you need to do some research yourself, but also you're going to learn more about it, which is good for yourself. It's good for people that are going to, that are going to be new clients or already clients for yourself. And just knowledge is success anyway. So educate yourself, be a sponge any way you can. Reach is higher in a group versus a page. So like I said, a group, a page is where people can find you. It's, you like it and that's it. In a group, it's much more engaging in a group. Posts are more likely to show up in a news feed when you're in a group, so more people see it. Facebook provides notifications from group updates. You can sell in a group. You can build a team in a group. You can invite new group members and group members to events. Groups have sections for content like files, photos, videos, and then going live works really well. So that's another one, going live. But yeah, just that's the overall. A group is better. It's okay. It's good to have both a page and a group. And if you don't have either, then you might want to consider having both of them. But yeah, the groups are better just because you're going to get, to me, it's more personal. It's more like family orientated, I guess. And you're going to get more, you're probably going to get more engagement. You're going to get more people buying in it, just more activity overall. So quality versus quantity. Your group culture. So ideally, I guess this is already talked about this. Ideally, you want to post 2 to 3 times per day, easy peasy, set reminders on your phone, or just like I said, morning, mid-afternoon, and evening, something like that. And again, you want to post something that's going to be good, that's going to stop the scroll, that's going to, catch their eye and get their attention. So educational, again, you want to do some research, whether it's whatever it's going to be. Maybe inspirational, because everybody loves, especially women, the majority of women are on Facebook, and we love to cry. We love a good tearjerker of a post, and definitely informative. Tips and tricks. Humor, of course, that's mine. Interactive, and selling. So lots of people, I know Donna's done one, I haven't done one yet, but Facebook parties, which we're going to be learning about tonight in a little over an hour, because we do our our class with Jen at 9 tonight. Anyway, so these are just a few of the ideas that just mix it up a little bit, and 80-20, just so they get a little bit of everything. And then selling is, you're gonna have them wrapped around your little finger, and they'll want to buy from nobody but you. Okay, make these yours, put your own spin on them. So I know Donna did this today too, Tip Tuesday, and I did as well. So motivation, and you can make whatever you want, like be creative, think up whatever you want, and then stick with kind of that theme for the week. And this is something too that, I'm just starting to do myself, just because I keep forgetting. That's just the bottom line. I keep forgetting. Wacky Wednesday, Throwback Thursday, Freebie Friday, Sip It Saturday, Spa Sunday, and I know I had some written down for myself, but these are just ideas to, for Monday I had, what was it now? Mask Mania Monday, because that's normally the day I do my microdermabrasion, my Spa Bright mask, and probably my peel off. I'm glowing on Mondays after that. So, it can be different every week. It doesn't have to be the same. But, just for daily posts like that, that's maybe what you would like to think about. Wacky Wednesday could be, I don't know. There's some crazy makeup posts out there that are really cute. Like even, what's her name? Mimi off of Drew Carey. That picture? Here's how not to put your makeup on. Wacky Wednesday tip or something like that. Just make it fun. So where do I find content from my group? Gary's blog, if you're familiar with that, you can Google Gary's blog, Jean. Gary was like a master at our products. He was like our product god, and we all miss him terribly. But he does have something new that we can follow now, which is good, but it's not within Beauty Control, but we'll still follow him anyway. Read his blogs elsewhere, or I forget what it's called. Prouder, spelled differently, I think it is. So he writes for them now, which is awesome. Anyway, Gary's blog, a ton of information there, which is where Anne got the content for those ozone pamphlets that she got made up. Beauty TV episodes, they're all archived. You can go back and look and, just research, just make your own notes about whatever you want. There's all the beauty TVs are archived. Google it, of course, like I said, you can find anything on there. What's trending, what's going on right now in the world, what's in the news, and then Pinterest, Twitter, and Instagram, which I'm not big on any of them. So those are, again, something that I have to, not have to, but I want to, especially Instagram. And yeah, TV and movies. I mean, you can find any information anywhere. Spin it and say it your way and be yourself, make it personal. Your post should sound like you. Okay, so this is what she gave us for our first week of homework. So if you don't have a Facebook group, I really want you to make a Facebook group. And it's very simple. Down in the left-hand column of your timeline, or no, on the news feed. Is that where it is? You can start a group there, and you want to pick a name for your group that's relates to you, or however you want to do it. Mine's just Jackie's VIP client group, and I can change it anytime because you can edit and change it whenever you want. You want to create a banner or a cover image, so you can even Google that. So you can Google banner backgrounds, or just even a colored banner, and you can write on it if you want to play around with apps on your phone. There is, the ones that I like to use are WordSwag. That one it's like $4.99 for that one, but the other free ones are, I like PhotoGrid just because I like some of the fonts that are in that, and plus that's where you can make collages out of that one. Pixlr, Pixlr, is another one that you can even download to your PC as well. There's Canva. I haven't really played with that one. There's PicMonkey. What are some of the other ones? Did I miss any? There's lots out there anyways, but those are some of the ones that we like to play around with and create our own pictures and banners and stuff for our groups. So create your own banner and cover image for your group, and add minimum 10 people to your group authentically. So you want to make that, create that relationship if you have already, if you have clients, if you have friends, like I'm just going to use Darlene for example. I'm sure she has lots of friends and family, and she could just get in touch with them and say, I'm going to, whether you are or you aren't, I don't know if you are, but just say, I'm loving, because she told me today she loves the products, so that's good. So she can say, I'm loving the new products that I'm using, which are Beauty Control, and I'm going to start posting some things in this client group that I've created, and would you like to be added? And 9 times out of 10, people are going to say, yeah, sure, add me. But you have to be careful over time. Anybody can say, sure, add me, but then if they're just going to sit there, then I would say it's time to weed out the group because they're not doing your algorithms any good. So yeah, no random adding. Reach out and ask every time. Friends, family, if they want to be part of your VIP client group, plan out your post content for the week, and what does this say? Sorry. 1 selling and 1 to 2, oh, I see, content posts per day. Okay. So does that make sense for that one? Use a social, oh, okay. That's not you guys, good, because you're not in there. Because this is the group that we're a part of, because we're taking Jen's class. Anyway, okay. Just going to unmute you all. And I just want to, is there anybody that has any questions about any of this or any slides that you want me to go back to? Yeah, go ahead, Jean.
So when you create your group, it's in your personal Facebook page, I assume, and then
yeah. It's a totally, you create it, I think it's from the news feed. Is that right, guys? I'm going to have to go look. I don't think it's right from it's not from your timeline. It's right from the news feed on the left side. It's going to say create a group. Yeah.
But I guess I'm just wondering, when you do that, can the people in that group see the rest of your Facebook page?
Oh, well, sorry. Yeah, that's a good question. You can choose, I would say to set your settings to closed, because then only the people in the group, I'm sorry, there's some background noise from somebody here. Sorry. People in the group are the only ones that can see in that group, but being closed, people can still go, they can see it, but they can't see what's in it. So they could actually add themselves if they wanted to.
Can they actually see outside of the group into the rest of your Facebook page?
But if you're friends with them, only if you're friends with them.
Okay. Okay.
Does that make sense?
So you might be able to add someone to your group who isn't actually someone who's a friend, or likely they would have already been a friend.
They probably are a friend, but if they're asking to be, well, that's a good question. If they're asking to join the group, I don't know if they're, well, they must be your friend.
Yeah.
I think if they are not a friend, they have to send a friend request first, I think. I might be wrong, but.
Okay.
Yeah, unless, that's a good question. Unless I know, like some other groups,
Unless it's a public group.
Okay.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, any other questions? Was that Marilyn waving her hand?
It was.
It is.
Did you have a question, or you just?
I do. No, I do. I have a couple of questions actually.
Okay.
Could you just repeat, Jackie? I was trying to write them down. The different, like Pixlr, PicMonkey, the ones you said before that.
Okay, photo grid. Let me look.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got photo grid and
Word
swag. There's also text swag.
Word swag.
Word swag you have to pay for. Text swag is free.
Okay.
Maybe I should just wonder if I could.
I use Pic Collage.
Okay, yeah, good. Pic Collage.
Is that PICK?
Sorry.
Is that PICK? Pic Collage?
Yeah, PIC.
Just PIC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I see.
I was just gonna see if I could.
Well, ladies, while I was on here, I had a friend of mine asked to join my client group. So there you go.
Right on.
Yay!
Which
Awesome.
was strange because I thought she was in my client group, but I'm not sure. Maybe she left and needed to rejoin. I don't know.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
I was just going to. That's okay. You see my post.
You know what, Jackie? If you think of it, just shoot me a text or something on. That's probably more than enough for me to
Well, that's
wrap my head around at the moment.
that's a start. Those are the good ones.
The other question that I had for you though is I'm loving Gary's articles in that magazine. Like they're amazing. I'm just wondering, I was going to actually reach out to him today to see if he minded that we shared them. I mean, I'm sharing with I got an email to my group, to my team that I'm sending out suggesting that they actually, subscribe to it.
Yeah, I've already posted it in my Beauty Control family group.
You haven't, or you have?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I thanked him for that.
I haven't yet, but I'm putting it in my email that I suggested. But I just wondered, I was going to message him to see if it's okay that we share his actual articles because they're so awesome. Like to me, those would be great articles to share.
Yeah, and I have. Mhm.
in our VIP groups.
I think he,
Because it's in a magazine, it's okay.
Yeah, that's his new job. That's what he's doing. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that was my next question. If you knew anything about that.
Oh.
I think I might have mentioned something else. I think I posted. I don't know if everybody saw it about that. I put tea bags in. I used to put chocolate in, but I had a couple little mishaps when it was in the summertime.
Yeah, I know, me too. Tea bags are good for summer. Chocolates are for winter. Yeah,
I waited to pull out her foot cream, and it was just so chocolate.
I did the same thing. Yeah,
Just lick it, but that's
big one.
Thank you so Jackie, thank you so
ladies,
much.
I have to say goodnight, so I'll see you guys later.
Okay,
Me as well. Thank you so much.
thanks, guys. I'm going to
Thank
stop
you.
recording too.
bye.